Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to May I Scraplift You. Now this was a series started by my friend Crystal over at Pineapple Papers, and I have gone deep into her Instagram and found this layout that I'm going to scrapjack. And she has torn paper layers, she's got some mixed media, some fun colors. It's a single photo layout with some layers, so I'm loving everything that she has put down here. I have a single photo layout, lots of layers, lots of bits and pieces that I've already pulled, so let's see what I can do. Alright guys, so I'm starting off with the mixed media portion of the layout. Now I have a small acrylic block. I spritz a little bit of water on it and then a little bit of some sprays. Now these are older sprays from Studio Calico, and there's not a lot left in them, so I'm trying to use them up. So I go ahead and do that with the acrylic block, and then I just sprinkle a little bit right on the page. You got to clean off my mat a tiny little bit, and now it is time to get started on the torn paper layers. So I have a variety of papers that I have chosen for this layout, and I am just going to layer them up as I see fit. Now I decided not to put this pattern paper that I'm working on right now as the bottom layer because I didn't want the white on white. I wanted a little bit of a differentiation between the colors, which is why I went for the yellow one. Now this metallic silver and green striped paper is from Echo Park. It's from the Dots and Stripes collection, and I thought I would add two little bits of this paper in between my paper layers. My original thought was to use this, and then you'll see me bring in some silver stars because I wanted to repeat the silver that was going on in the layout. However, that gets tossed to the wayside. I decide not to go with stars on this layout. So I go ahead, get my paper layers down, tear a little bit more off of this one so you see just a tiny bit more of that striped paper. Now I am going to washi tape the top of my layout. This is also what Crystal did in hers. And I decide to use this really old KI Memories sticky humper thing as well. So that gets peeled off and gets flush against the washi tape. I have a tiny little bit off to the side that I'll tuck into a layer somewhere. And then I use some very thin black washi tape to just put a little bit of a break between the humpers and the red polka dotted washi tape. So this is a Whataburger bag. Obviously it has some food in it. Didn't take a picture of the food. Now when I had the Scrapping Reflections retreat last September, I was so excited. It was in Texas, and that meant I could eat at Whataburger, and I did eat there a couple times, and I'm not even ashamed of it. Not even ashamed of it. When you have something that you enjoy and you only get it very, very rarely. I think the last time I ate at Whataburger was over 10 years ago, so yeah, you enjoy it. Now this is where I tuck in that little bit of humper bit, and then I also had these cards right here, and I decided to tuck in little pieces of hearts underneath of the photo, so that has even more paper layers. Now this die right here came in one of my SCT sampler kits, which is where that heart paper came from as well. And I decided that I was going to not only die cut it, but also emboss it. So once you emboss it, what that's going to do is make it all shiny and smooth and melty. It is one way that you can kind of liven up just plain cardstock die cuts. I decided to just go ahead and emboss with a clear embossing powder. Could have done sparkles, you could have done all kinds of fun things like that. However, I am just doing clear. And then I realize, like a doofus, that I am doing the embossing off camera, so you don't even get to see the magic happen. You don't get to see the smooth meltiness as it happens live, guys. I don't know what I was thinking. I love embossing. I love watching embossing. I love doing videos with embossing in it, and I just kind of screwed that up. But I am using Brutus Monroe embossing ink and Brutus Monroe icicle embossing powder. And I do buy the larger tub of the icicle embossing powder because it's worth it to me. So now that is nice and smooth and melty, I'm going to take some pop foam and I'm going to pop up the word love here. As you can see, I pulled out a couple bits of labels and also those silver stars because I wanted to repeat that silver. My whole plan just gets derailed and I don't even think about it for another second. Once I realize that I have hearts tucked in by my photos, I'm writing about love of fast food, and I'm like, I don't want stars, I want hearts. Let's just make it go big and do all of the hearts. So those get pushed to the side and get put away, back into the stash for another day. It's not like they're never going to get used. So I go ahead and pop up that love word right here. Head to my stash to find some more letter stickers because I want more than just this one word here. So I have these guys. Now these are from Mondo Llama. They are the same exact foam letter stickers as stickers, but they're cheaper. They're $4 on Target's website as opposed to $7 where you buy your thickers. I believe the black ones are still there. Maybe. I'm not sure. There were 3 packages of letter stickers. Tiny, multicolored ones, gold set, and the black ones. I'm not sure. Hopefully they are on the website. Haven't looked in a minute. So I put the stars to the side and pull out these tiny little sticko hearts. And I'm just going to sprinkle them around. Now in Crystal's layout, she used sequins. I'm not going that way. I'm just going to use the hearts to pop on a little bit of lovey bits right here. And then once that is done, I am going to journal about the fact that I loved having the retreat in Texas because I ate at Whataburger a couple times. If you get Whataburger all the time, it might be one of those things where you're like, yeah, I eat there all the time, whip-de-doo. Or if you're like me and you get it every decade, it's a treat. So there it is, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to click the links down below for everyone who's playing along with May I Scraplift You this month, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video. So I went deep into her Instagram, found this layout that she made with some porn,